Alrighty guys, welcome back to another live stream here. I hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. So we are just sending the link here to the group chat here, and if you guys aren't signed up, make sure you guys go ahead and sign up with the team here. I'll go ahead and throw a invite so you guys can sign up. It's completely free. I just think it's always smart to have a group of like-minded individuals here, so I'll throw that in there. So make sure you guys sign up. But in today's live stream, I really want to talk about the top stocks here that are pretty much in the news and obviously on watch for me for this following week here. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value, smash that like button because it really helps me out here. But all right, so let's jump into it. So the first one here that I want to talk about, and I think has a little bit of potential. Let me go ahead and move this though so you guys can see the there we go, the chat. All right, is going to be ELF. You guys can see that this stock does have a nice downward trend, and I do think we'll probably have a little bit of sell-off here from about 22, at least back down to this 200 moving average line. You guys can see it is down about 1.3% today, and I do think that momentum is going to continue. If you guys go ahead and pull back a yearly chart, you guys can see it does have a nice upward trend, but I really believe that this stock could possibly continue to sell off for this week here. I do think it's hitting this, resistance. I just have this feeling that we're going to get some sell off here just from that price point here. But this one definitely, I'm going to wait for a little confirmation of a break of this 90 moving average line before I hop in this, just because there's still a little risk involved. So I do think this one, a little bit of a short-term opportunity there. The next one here that I want to talk about is NEO. I am going to be posting a video on this tomorrow, but you guys can see it does have a nice solid upward trend. You guys can see this old resistance has a tendency to act as new support, basic support, basic resistance. So you guys can see we did get that break above it. Now it's curling down, and it's using this old resistance as new support here. So I do think this would be a good entry from about 56, setting your stops at 53 to 52. So you're risking $2 to $3, so not much, for the stock to come back up to 56. So you're risking $2 to make 10. I do think this was a perfect swing trade opportunity to hold for maybe 2-3 weeks and just set your stops very tight here. But not to mention, NEO definitely does carry a lot of potential in the short and long term. So I do think this is a phenomenal stock with a lot of long and short term opportunity here. Also, if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask them in the comments here. And then today we are going to be doing a giveaway. So how you guys enter, you guys got to smash that like button, comment done, and then reach out to me on Instagram and just say, hey, I entered the giveaway, and then I'll enter you guys, and then we will probably either go live on Instagram to announce it, or possibly I will just DM you. One of the two ways. I've only done one other giveaway, so I'm not 100% sure on how to properly do it. But I want to make sure you guys get some cool merch because I really like it, the stuff I've been working on here. But all right, so the next stock here that I want to talk about is on TNC. Whoops. TNC. All right. Let me go ahead and scroll down here. This is a top buy here for this week. I do think that this stock definitely does carry a lot of potential here. Let me go ahead and change the chart to the 3-year weekly chart. So you guys can see it does have a nice solid short-term upward trend here. I believe it's going to hit that 200 moving average line like it did. It's getting bought up here. I do think we'll probably have a little bit of a resistant breakout from about 75 back up to about 85. I think that would be a very strong opportunity. The reason why is because, one, this company is actually growing at a pretty rapid rate, has good solid fundamentals. but we need to get this resistant breakout. So a good entry would be just above 75, setting your stops, 74, 73. So you're risking that dollar for it to come back up to these highs, risking like $1 to make 10. I think it's a phenomenal risk and reward. It's just all about getting in on the proper timing here. This company does pay a dividend, and it does look like it's slowly been increasing their dividend payouts, which is phenomenal for dividend investors too here. Another one that I want to talk about is Snap. This is Snapchat. Snapchat's growing at a pretty rapid rate. I do think that there's probably a little bit of short-term opportunity to short here. Very, very short term here from about 64 back down to about probably 60 to 59. I believe Snapchat is announcing their earnings. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I sent it out to you guys yesterday. So Snapchat, maybe it's not. So this is all the earnings announcements that's coming this month. So you guys can see this coming week here, we got Twitter, Cisco, GM, Coca-Cola, GM Resorts, Uber, Lyft, the Walt Disney. I thought Snapchat here announced Thursday. That's why. I do think that this stock is a little bit overvalued. It does probably look like they most likely beat earnings though. But what has a tendency to happen is people will hop in, make this stock go up, 5, 6, 10%, so 9.4%. And then reality sets in, and then we do get a little bit of sell off, maybe about 2 to 3% sell off, and then we'll have a little bit of consolidation. Kind of like in here, you guys can see it went up, sold off, and then consolidated. And then we did get that buying pressure. But another thing here is a lot of these stocks here, lately, a lot of people just love the Wall Street bet stocks, so like GME. I think that most beginner investors, beginner traders should stay away from these. I think they're way overhyped, and a lot of people love to bash me on this, but I really believe that these stocks, guys, are not worth this amount of money. When this stock was up in $500 territory, this was pretty much stating the stocks were $24 billion, which if the company sold everything it's had, it would only have $2 billion. And then we had this nasty sell-off. It did find some overall support here for a minute on this 200 moving average line, and then we did get that breakdown. I really believe the stock's still overvalued, even though it's up 19% today. I just think most beginner investors, beginner traders should understand this stock does carry a lot of risk, but I don't know about a lot of reward. Maybe in the long term, because they do have some changes on the board members. But I just think for most people, it's just better to go with this little bit of a safer approach here. Let me go ahead and pull up AMC. And AMC is another Wall Street bet stock that people have been loving. Very similar scenario, very, very risky. You guys can see the stock was absolutely going parabolic. Went from $3 to $25. Sold off here to about $7.50. Got bought up here to $17. Sold off back down to $7.50. Found a little bit of support and then has just been selling off ever since. I think it's just very, very risky with all these stocks here in this overall sector here. Another one here that we can go ahead and pull up here. Let me go ahead and find it. Is HVT. HVT. Nice solid upward trend. The company is actually pretty good here. I do think that we'll probably have a move from 33 back up to these highs at 34. You could set your stops pretty tight here. So you're risking $1 to make 2. I think that's a pretty decent swing trade opportunity. But I mostly want to kind of rattle off some of these and look at them. I have a whole list, but of course, COGT is another one here. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Got some heavy bags here if anyone wants to come help me. That's funny. COGT here. COGT. Whoops, it didn't type it. COGT. So you guys can see it does look like this one is finding some support here at around $8.50. So I think that there's probably move from $10 to about possibly 11, that moving average line. But basic support, basic resistance, you guys can see is very, very clear for this stock. Has a tendency to sell off at around 13, but get bought up at 8. So I do think a perfect strategy, honestly, would probably just set an alert here. Even at 10, if the stock goes back up to 13, you could risk $1 to make 3 all day long here. But oh, you got all of those stocks. Just understand that there's a lot of risk involved with those. A lot of people got in. I didn't. I just think the risk and reward level didn't match up. Let me go ahead and look at some more. If you guys want me to pull up any too, don't be shy. We can pull them up. Where is? Okay, another. Oh, geez, that is like a. I have my screener up, and I'm just kind of looking. Yeah, but it's all right. Just use it as a learning experience. Home Depot, I think it's a good one for this week here. I'm just a huge bull on Home Depot. That's all. I love Home Depot. So another one here. Oh, geez, I can't even pull up my chart here. Let me see if it'll pull up on this one. BDGT. There we go. Okay, so this one here, I don't know if you guys can buy it for some reason. Maybe you can. I don't know. It just looks odd with this. But this one, the reason why I wanted to look at it is because this one had a lot of insider buying, which is overall a pretty good thing. So when a stock dips down like this, there's a couple of things that can happen. Most of the time, there's probably a little bit of insider selling, but when there's buying, that's always a good thing, really. But I do think probably a move from about 24 back up to about 26. A little bit in there. But let's just go ahead and pull up the market here. I just wanted a quick video today, a quick live stream. The reason why is because I'm sure we all got plans tonight with Super Bowl, but I wanted you guys to have a good, solid understanding going into this next week. And I'll put a list of all the all these stocks here so you guys can do your own due diligence in the group chat, so you guys can get that. But you guys can see the market did break out of that resistance here. It had trouble with. I do think we'll probably have a little bit of sell off here coming in on Monday if I was gonna guess, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. I think everybody should be hopping in. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them. But yeah, I think we'll have a good solid week. Don't forget, I'll post the watch list in the group chat.